All right, let's go ahead and check out 7 disturbing videos captured on Ring/Doorbell cameras by Mr. Nightmare. This was requested by Simon. Thank you for the support, Simon. I know you guys like Mr. Nightmare. Been reacting to his videos for years. Here we go, guys.
Long years since I've done a Ring cameras video. And as it turns out,
oh hell no,
still creeps and a lot of new videos have surfaced. So let's look at some of them. This first video is a very real and grisly reminder that danger can be following you anywhere at any time, even to your front door. And it can be a lesson, especially for women, to be alert of your surroundings, especially before opening your front door.
Was that Granny? Maybe. The real Granny. Yeah, I'm glad I live in a okay neighborhood. Yep, there's some lady with her, there's a lady with her kid, there's some random guy walking on the road. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. This lady has a little baby. Shut the door. Shut the door, hurry. You bastard. Trying to rob the house. He's wearing a mask over his face. You can't even see his face. Yo, that's scary.
As you just saw,
that's scary.
A mother holding her infant daughter unknowingly leads a man to her front door.
That's scary.
And was mere seconds away from him getting inside.
All right, Ryan.
As the man approaches the driveway, you can see him pulling up the mask over his face to conceal his identity, clearly with premeditated intentions. As the man walks up the driveway, the daughter takes notice to him as the mother is still completely oblivious to the approaching threat. Luckily, she makes it inside.
Oh, thank God. She locked the door, clearly. What if she would have went in and didn't lock the door? Guys, this is why when I get in my house, I don't care. I always lock the door. I shut my garage, I lock the door. I never leave my doors in my house just unlocked, even during the day. My front and back door are always locked. My garage door is shut. You don't know some random person walking on the road try to just walk into your house. They could have a weapon. They try to rob you or hurt you. Who knows?
And shuts the door in time. She only realized what had just happened after looking through the terrifying Ring footage.
It's crazy.
The woman made a report to the police as soon as she saw the footage, and what the police said was disturbing. There had been a series of reports of a brutal and violent rapist in the area who had been targeting women and children.
Oh my God.
Suspected that he and this man were the same person. No sane person leaves their house with a full face mask such as this one if they're not knowingly about to commit a serious crime and want to conceal their identity.
Thank God she locked the door.
The woman in the video just may have saved her and her child's life just by the skin of her teeth.
The problem is the guy's wearing a mask. The police are going to have no idea who he is. I hope this son of a bitch got caught by the police. Sick person.
If you're not convinced of just how often this kind of thing happens, here's a similar video. A young college-age looking girl is coming home.
Yeah, Alex.
Herself into her house.
There's some messed up people in the world, trust me.
She enters the home. 2 large men step on the porch, and the one in front immediately...
I always say that, guys, like a cryptic watcher in the chat said, keep your head on a swivel. Especially if you're a lady in the chat, you know, just be aware of your surroundings, because unfortunately, there's a lot of women criminals out there who do a lot of bad stuff, but normally men are stronger than women and can overpower them, especially if you're a lady watching the stream. Just be careful. If you're by yourself, you know, just be aware of your surroundings, because there's some sick people in the world.
Immediately tries to open the door.
Big Sister Wolf, a person sick in the head. Who the hell is this guy? Are these just random guys? Are these just 2 random guys? Well, smile, buddy. You may have got away, but now the police have you on camera. It's not hard nowadays with cameras for the police to look at a photo or a video and probably figure out who this guy is. There was two guys.
The men looked genuinely confused and may have had the wrong house. However, the short window of time between the girl entering the house and the men stepping on the porch would have definitely allowed them to see the girl. You'd think anyone who just tries to open the door to a house surely must know they have the right house. Or
these two men, maybe, there's a chance they had no bad intentions, but it is weird the girl goes in the house and then these two guys show up and try to open the door. It's just a little suspicious.
Or at the very least, know who lives in the house. It could also be argued that when the man turns to his friend behind him, he's making mention of the camera, and so he pretends to think he has the right house by sticking around and knocking, despite the obvious screams from the girl inside as she notices the men at the door. It seems they only run off after the girl starts screaming, "We're calling the police." So unlike the first video, there's no 100% proof of whether these guys had bad intentions or not. Whether they were trying to grab the girl, or if they genuinely had the wrong house is up for debate, as there's no further info on this video. If it is the second one, still, everything about the men's actions was sketchy.
It is sketchy, it's suspicious.
On the other hand, what's going on couldn't be more clear. In the early morning hours on October 16th in Kent, Washington, a couple's seen returning home. The husband is seen unlocking the door, and seconds later, as the man's wife follows behind, she turns her head to a gun-wielding suspect chasing behind her.
What?
She acts quickly and runs inside, locking the front door. The suspect then spots the Ring camera and hits it repeatedly with his gun, effectively breaking the device.
There's another camera. The thing is, once it records the footage,
at this time that you can notice a second man there as well.
You're already caught.
The couple spent their night at a casino, and for this reason, the wife believes the two men followed them home from the casino, hoping to rob them of any of their winnings. Fortunately, they made it inside safely.
Damn, that's crazy. They followed them home from the casino? That's dedication. Jeez.
The suspect with the gun was identified by police as 18-year-old Al-Hussein Drameh, and he was arrested on October 26th.
Yep.
He faced multiple charges.
You're going to prison, buddy.
Burglary in the first degree, and he pleaded not guilty to all of them.
Aggravated assault, too.
With this fourth video, we move to something a little more paranormal.
Oh, no, paranormal.
This was caught on a TikToker named Nolan Brock's indoor Ring security camera while he was sleeping on the couch. At 1:39 in the morning, he's awoken to the pantry doors opening and some kind of cracks or bangs coming from either inside the pantry or from the doors themselves.
The doors opening in the background. There would be no reason for a door to randomly open up like that. What?
With the fan running, the thought of it being a draft wasn't out of the question per se. He ignored it and tried to go back to sleep. But 4 minutes later at 1:43, this happened.
Does the door Yo! The door just slammed shut? Guys, this looks real.
One of the doors...
The only explanation, if someone's inside the pantry and they have a string or they slam the door shut and we just can't see the person from this camera angle. Other than that, this seems pretty real.
Is aggressively yanked shut. And this officially removes any possibility of a draft being the cause of the doors moving.
Cryptic says, I am the one slamming the door. I am the one who knocks. Any of you guys get that reference?
It's safe to assume he slept in his bed the rest of the night. This next video also comes from inside of a house instead of the front porch, and this one can play on one of the biggest fears of a lot of people, and that is someone lurking around your house as you sleep. In Wichita, Kansas, a family's Ring camera...
Oh, Chelsea, you live in Kansas. Wichita, Kansas. This is Chelsea's home state.
some terrifying video footage of a stranger standing directly over sleeping 15-year-old Anaya Robinson at around 2:30 a.m. on a Friday night.
That's weird.
This was the footage captured.
Oh, really, Cryptic? Nice. Wait for what, Sam?
Anaya said once she opened her eyes, she felt like she was in a scene from a horror movie, seeing somebody sitting over her, watching her that she didn't know. Anaya rushed to her mother Angel's room, screaming there's somebody in the house, and after being jolted awake, Angel made sure her 2-year-old daughter and Anaya were safe in a room before calling the police. Wichita.
Guys, I'm sorry, but people are idiots nowadays. There's cameras everywhere. If you really think you're going to break into someone's house or get away with the crime, there are thousands of cameras in every city across the whole world, across the whole United States. There's thousands of cameras just everywhere. There's cameras even in people's houses. Like, you're not going to get away with shit unless you have like a mask on or something.
The police responded quickly, but the intruder was already gone. It's likely the boy entered the house simply through the front door.
What's up, Edric?
Luckily, the Ring cameras clearly caught his face. And using
this
clearly,
footage,
the police acted on a tip.
Oh, it's all good, Sam.
A 14-year-old boy whose name was not released.
Sam, I knew it was a joke. I think one of my mods put you in a timeout. It's all good, Sam. I knew it was a joke, bro.
The boy faced aggravated burglary and theft charges.
Damn.
In November 2021, a woman reported on Twitter that a creepy-looking man had been standing outside of her apartment almost every night for an entire month.
What?
She included a few of the videos caught by her Ring
every
camera.
night?
It shows the man creepily standing there for extended periods of time,
right,
facing
babe?
her door. At certain points, he can be heard speaking.
This guy stands by this lady's apartment door every night for a month? You got to give it to him. That's dedication. Little creepy, though.
But what he says is impossible to hear.
This dude's crazy. He's crazy.
On Twitter after her complaints to the police apparently fell on deaf ears.
Is he drunk? Oh, he's trying.
A few days after her initial post, that she posted an update.
He's trying to open the door.
Confronted the man, which seemingly got him to stop. Additionally, the post going viral prompted her building security to do an additional routine throughout the night. I can't seem to find her Twitter profile anymore, so there don't appear to be any updates on the matter.
Oh, the guy's wearing a hat. It almost looks like he has like a giant smile on his face. I think he's wearing a hat. He's got his face covered partially with like a hoodie, and he's wearing like a ball cap. I'm like, why does he have a giant mouth?
And in this last
video,
Mr.
Nightmare,
an El Paso resident's Ring camera catches what appears at first to be a woman in danger seeking help at their front door in the middle of the night.
That's a red flag.
This may be a much more sinister situation than that.
Guys, I've seen several Ring videos where someone, normally a woman, will like come to the door banging on someone's door. Help me, help me. Someone's trying to kidnap me or rob me, this and that. But the person or the woman is like working with 2 or 3 other men. And once the door's open, they're like hiding around the corner. It's all a setup. It's all a setup for the homeowner to unlock their door. And then like a bunch of people will like rush into your house. It's all a setup normally. I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like a mean person, but if a woman came to my front door in the middle of the night and I had a Ring camera, I'd call the police. I'd say there's a woman here claiming she needs help. Normally the police will only take a couple minutes. I'm not going to risk my safety and my family's safety for a random stranger. And I'm not trying to sound mean or cold-hearted, but there's too many setups in the world. I'm not opening my door.
At first, the woman appears to be in distress, possibly on the run from someone, crying and pleading for help. But things start getting suspicious when she hides anytime a car is approaching.
It's a setup, I bet. I'd call the police and get her help. If she really needs help, I'm going to call the police. I'm not opening my door. Be strapped. That'd solve the issue, yeah. I mean, this lady does look like she's scared and crying. She might really need help, but I'm still not going to open the door. I would just call the police.
Is she hiding from a specific person chasing after her? Or is she perhaps trying to not be seen from any passerbys?
She does seem scared, so I mean, maybe she escaped from somewhere. Maybe she was trafficked. You guys know what I mean? Like human trafficking, something bad, and she escaped. I mean, I hope she's okay. Where are the people who live in this house? Wouldn't they be getting notifications on their phone from their Ring camera?
Turns on. A car's headlights approach from the right, and she's seen casually walking away, presumably to get in that unseen car. Perhaps because her driver was growing paranoid and too much attention was being drawn, so they needed to leave.
It is a setup then, most likely. She's a good actor. It looked like she was actually crying. She seems to hurry in the direction of the car as the headlights get closer.
But a month later, El Paso police arrested a woman who was charged with...
No, it's not a far-fetched theory. It's just hard to know because she actually seemed terrified and looked like she was crying, but she might just be a good actor. She might just be a good faker.
Burglary of habitation. That woman was Krista Nicole Cordeaux.
Oh, shit.
The woman in the video looks identical to the woman in this mugshot. The charge this woman faced is defined as the act of entering any building illegally with the plan to do something serious, such as harming the owner, damaging property, or
so stealing. She was a criminal.
Suddenly, the prospect that this woman could have been trying to trick an unsuspecting person into opening their door doesn't seem so far-fetched. As always, keep your doors locked and be careful who you open them to.
Yes, guys. Keep your doors locked. I can't stress that enough, guys. The importance of keeping your doors locked. 7 disturbing videos captured on Ring doorbell cameras by Mr. Nightmare. Gotta love Mr. Nightmare. He never disappoints me.